Well done. The job's finished. For professional contractors, this is an absolute...
Homemade apple pie. Now I can get started right away with some cored apples. And this pie crust I made from scratch in about 35...
And you would think that the scientists would understand their own history. The climate cult is just as much of a state-sponsored religion now as the actual state-sponsored religion was back in the Dark Ages, punishing Galileo and locking him in a tower for his opinions. And they're, once again, locking away the dissenters in a tower of fear, harassment, and an atmosphere of discrediting some, what is it now, 30,000 plus scientists? I want to show you something, because this is the difference between us and all the other countries in the world. This is something our founders figured out. In the 1700s and all before this, here was the power structure. God gave the power to the king, and the king told you what you could do. Our founders said, that doesn't work. It doesn't work. It needs to go God, then you, then the government. You told the government what to do. Well, this is practically heresy now. And when did it start? It started with the progressive era. The first thing they had to do is get rid of God. If they can get rid of God, then it's just you telling the government. Well, who do you think you are to tell the government and everybody else, why does your opinion mean anything? They had to get rid of God. This is the progressive era. But this doesn't work either, because Americans at least won't do that. Who is the government to tell us what to do? It's our power. Wrong again. It's not our power. It is God. Our founders knew it comes from God to us, and we give it to the government. Well, if you want to flip these, this won't work, and this won't work. So what do? Well, let me show you this. This may actually be in your child's school. It's great, isn't it? I pledge allegiance to the earth and all the life which it supports. One planet in our care, irreplaceable, with sustenance and respect for all. You know what would work, according to the progressives, if we replace the planet with the planet. The earth. The earth is bigger than you, and the government is just protecting the earth. It all comes down to this. The climate cult is teaching your children that the earth is God. And they want more than just your recycling bin. I mean, come on. Which one of us actually says, oh, no. I'm not going to recycle. I want to breathe in dirty air and drink in, dirty water. The kind with sterilants in it. I recycle at home. We have a responsibility to be good stewards of this planet. I mean, granted, a lot of times I'll throw something that should be in the recycling bin, and it's my wife that says, that belongs in the recycling bin. I get it. But what these people want is submission. It will start with legislation to limit your energy use. It will involve huge taxes, national at first, and then global. They will, through the smart grid, control your home thermostat. It's already being done. They will limit the amount you can travel by car, but ultimately, that's not going to be enough. It won't be. The article in Canada's Financial Post points that out. The only way to really stop their imagined disaster, to save the planet, is to limit the number of human beings on this planet. One child per family, that's negative population growth. I am, and I'm pretty sure the science is settled on this one, I'm against it, and I think I'm not alone. Who do these people think they are that they can tell us when we can procreate? Where are the people who have been shouting ever since I've been a kid, government out of my uterus, government out of my choice, government out of my bedroom, I'm with ya, but where are you now? Or was it all a lie for you? You just want the right government in your uterus. In the end, their uteral sacrifice will all be worth it. Because the cave-dwelling Paiute trout in the salt marsh harvest mouths will finally be able to really, truly thrive. Polar bears could number in the millions, maybe even billions. We don't know what this ultimate utopia will be. But as we approach Christmas this year, the climate cult, to me, is looking more and more like Scrooge. I believe it was Scrooge, you know, before the change and the Tiny Tim, I'd like more, please. I think it was before all of that, when Charles Dickens wrote the words for Scrooge's mouth, well, if we all are going to die anyway, perhaps we had better do it and decrease the surplus population. I, for one, don't believe there's a surplus population. How about you? Where's the media on the protests in Copenhagen? Next.
I don't need another gadget or gizmo.
I don't need another diet plan.
And I don't need another reason to work out. I needed someone to make it this easy.
Introducing the Mobia Fitness Machine by Nautilus, the breakthrough that burns up to twice the calories of a treadmill and makes getting in shape as easy as going for a walk. By combining the motions of a treadmill, a stepper, and an elliptical into one fluid movement, Mobia gives you the calorie-burning benefits of all three machines at once.
With Mobia, if you can walk, you can work out.
But if you're like me, you won't believe it until you see it.
Call the number on your screen or go to Mobia.com for your free DVD and information kit right now. You'll see how Mobia's unique 3-in-1 motion burns up to twice the calories of a treadmill. How a quick walk with Mobia gives you a runner's workout without the stress on your joints. And you'll see how just walking on Mobia can get you looking and feeling better in as little as 6 weeks. Guaranteed.
I've lost 31 pounds in 6 weeks. It's a great workout in a very short period of time.
My own doctor, he said, I would never have guessed you would have been able to do this. From a 16 to a size 6 in 6 weeks.
I feel younger, I feel lighter, I have more energy. I lost 23.5 pounds of body fat in 6 weeks. It's amazing.
Only the fitness experts at Nautilus could take walking and turn it into an amazingly effective fat-burning workout. Try Mobia for just 30 minutes, 3 times a week. If you're not convinced it's the easiest, fastest workout you've ever experienced, Nautilus will refund your purchase, guaranteed. Plus, call today and we can deliver and set up your Mobia right in your home.
Exercise doesn't get any easier than this.
Finally, something that works for both of us. I wasn't putting off getting into shape. I was just waiting for Mobia.
Don't wait. Take the first step today. Call for your free no-obligation DVD or go to Mobia.com and see it right now. Get the facts on how Mobia can help you lose weight and feel great. Mobia by Nautilus. If you can walk, you can work out.
Mac Attack, battling a pullout date for Afghanistan, tackling healthcare, and blasting a pork-filled spending bill. The senator opens up on the most critical issues facing our country tomorrow.
This is Bob. Seems to be a lot of rumors going around about this chubby Santa. That's because Bob made a call to Enzyte about natural male enhancement. And what did he get? Why, a sleigh full of confidence, a sack full of pride, and the one thing that every lady likes, the joy of a gift that keeps on giving.
Call or go online now to find out how to get an Enzyte sample.
Enzyte, the once daily tablet for natural male enhancement. If you've ever been curious about natural male enhancement, there's never been a better time to try a sample pack of Enzyte. Visit Enzyte.com or call toll-free for a sample pack. Call right now and you'll also get 2 free packs of Enzyte Topical Rush. With an offer this big, it's enough to throw a parade. Sample packs are in stock now and shipped to you within 48 hours. Offer only good while supplies last. Limit 1 per household. Enzyte, the once daily tablet for natural male enhancement.
You're going to put me under your Christmas tree, you got to cut off an awful lot of branches at the bottom. And then when you get up, the kids will be like, he ate all our candy canes. That's right, kids. Merry Christmas. Let's go back to Copenhagen for a second. The news story is that 968, there they are, 968 peace-loving, climate-conscious people were arrested this weekend as they demanded immediate action from the Climate Change Summit to protect our planet. Had nothing to do with communism or socialism or Marxism. Nothing. It was They love the government. They just want to protect the planet. Now, you'll remember that we've just been recently warned about scary protests.
I have concerns about some of the language that is
Yes.
being used.
Yes, but fortunately, these protests, very little language. Yeah, a lot of bricks, very little language being used there.
I saw this myself in the late 70s in San Francisco.
Oh, my goodness, she did. Hundreds of youth dressed in black threw bricks and smashed windows. But at least their rhetoric wasn't very frightening.
This kind of rhetoric was very frightening.
I think they're Tea Party goers myself. You know, I think those are Tea Party, or these guys dressed in black, I think they're Tea Party goers too. I think what happened here is they heard my rhetoric and flew to Copenhagen to protest their stupid plans. Well, no, that doesn't work, because they were protesting in favor of stricter climate change guidelines. So
It created a climate in which violence took place.
Oh my goodness, I see it. It's all coming together. They created a climate. We have a peaceful climate until these guys show up, and then we have an angry climate. It's climate change. Nancy, I see where you're going here. The rioters, whose faces were covered, went on their loving rampage in the heart of the old city.
So I wish that we would all, again, curb our enthusiasm in some of the statements that are made.
Yeah, policemen in riot gear intervened. Demonstrators were forced to the ground and then bundled into giant European government vans.
Understanding that some of the people, the ears that it is falling on, are not as balanced as the person making the statement.
I don't even think you need to check. Those people are definitely obvious middle American Tea Party goers right there. That's what it is. I haven't seen the I Eat at Luby's t-shirt, or Cracker Barrel is where I hang out. I haven't seen those t-shirts, but that's, you know what, give me a second. Let me make sure,
But I also think that they have to take responsibility for any incitement that they may cause.
No, my copy here says that they're not Tea Party. I don't understand it, because we've been warned about the Tea Party goers, and police say those who were arrested were members of, this is going to come as a shock to you, America, please have a seat. These people that they had to sick the dogs on, militant left-wing groups, yeah, from Northern Europe known as Black Blocs, who were accused of provoking street violence during a NATO summit in a French city of Strasbourg last April. I wonder what kind of rhetoric sparked this ugliness. Boy, I sure hope those responsible for it will stand up and take responsibility for themselves. Maybe, what was it she said? Curb their enthusiasm and some of their statements about climate change and the climate change hoax. Because I've seen this kind of violence before. I've seen this kind of violence before. Well, I haven't, but Nancy Pelosi has. Back in the 70s, and I'd hate to see a repeat of it. You know, I'd hate to see a repeat of what happened just this last weekend from the left. All right, go to a commercial.
I was behind on my taxes. I owed a lot of money.
All I was paying the IRS was interest and penalties.
They started the process to garnish my wages.
Hello, I'm John Harris, founder of J.K. Harrison Company, the nation's largest tax representation firm. We'll work to get you off that IRS treadmill and help solve your tax dilemma.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, don't wait another minute. Call J.K. Harris now. Let J.K. Harris fight for you. 1-800-249-9947.
According to the EPA, the air in your home can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than the air outside. Smoke, germs, viruses, allergens, pet dander, even smelly and potentially harmful VOC compounds can actually be floating in the air you're breathing. But now you can clean that air with the incredible Auric XL Professional Air Purifier and bring fresher, cleaner air into your home. Call now for no interest and no payments for 1 year. The secret to Oric's effectiveness is its patented Truman cell filter. Only Oric has it. The Oric air purifier constantly moves the air in the room through its powerful 6-stage filtration system. Its electrostatic plates capture many impurities such as dust, allergens, bacteria, even viruses, then puts clean air back in the room. With HEPA filters, you could easily spend hundreds of dollars on replacement filters in just 5 years. But the permanent Oric Truman Cell is guaranteed for life and should never need replacing. Just rinse and reuse.
How clean is the air in your home? Try my Oric Professional Air Purifier in your choice of black or silver for a full 30 days risk-free with free shipping. If you don't breathe easier, sleep better, wake up more refreshed, dust your home less, and simply enjoy the benefits of fresh, crisp, clean air, just send it back. It won't cost you a dime to try it. I'll ship it to your home at no charge, and you decide to return it, I'll even pay to take it back. You've nothing to lose. You'll also receive my amazing refrigerator purifier. It destroys bacteria so food stays fresher longer. Plus, I'll send you my 2-in-1 cordless electric broom. A $100 value. It's yours to keep, even if you decide to return the air purifier.
Call now to clean the air in your home for 30 days risk-free with the Oric XL Professional Air Purifier.
Pick up the phone right now and give me a call. You'll be glad you did.
Call the number on your screen or visit oriccleanair.com. Order now.
Is your computer running slowly? Thinking about buying a new one? Don't waste your money. Your computer could be infected with spyware, malware, viruses, registry errors, spam, and pop-ups. You don't need to buy a new computer. Just go to doublemyspeed.com and find out what's slowing your computer down.
Double My Speed totally cleaned up my system and increased my speed.
My computer is lightning fast now.
It never crashes anymore.
Talk about optimization. My computer isn't even this fast at work.
My computer was on its last legs. Now it's like new again.
Get your free diagnosis at doublemyspeed.com and keep your computer running fast. Your free diagnosis at doublemyspeed.com is easy and fast. Find out what is slowing down your computer with a free diagnosis at doublemyspeed.com. Don't waste your time with your slow computer. Get your free diagnosis now at doublemyspeed.com. That's doublemyspeed.com.
From America's News Headquarters, I'm Ainsley Earhart. Rescue crews on Oregon's Mount Hood fear blizzard conditions could force the search for 2 missing hikers to be suspended. Officials say that there is still a chance that the missing hikers could be found alive. A high risk of avalanches making it very difficult to search many of those areas. Monday was the first day that crews could search on foot. The 3 hikers headed for the summit on Friday. Rescue crews found the body of one of the victims over the weekend. The nation's top military officer warns the new troops heading into Afghanistan will face more fighting and casualties. Admiral Mike Mullen, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, says there's growing collusion between Afghan insurgents and Pakistan militants. Another top commander thinks the entire surge of 30,000 troops might not be in place for another year. White House hopes to be completed by late summer.
Hello, America. May I ask if you can recite the oath of office for Congress? Some can't, but don't worry, because apparently many elected officials in Congress can't do it either. I'll get back to that in a second, but first I want to show you the latest video clip from Robert Creamer. Thanks to Kyle Olson and Andrew Breitbart from BigGovernment.com, they sent this in to us. He is the unrepentant convicted felon who wrote a book while in prison on how to achieve progressive goals. And the White House, David Axelrod, says it's a blueprint for success, and they're following it step by step. It's fantastic. Aren't you glad that we can reach out to the convicted, unrepentant felons and they can help us redesign our country? Well, here's what he said on August 11th, 2008 about President Obama.
If Barack Obama is elected president, then we have the opportunity to fundamentally transform American politics and economy. Progressives do, for the first time in my lifetime.
Wow. Let that marinate here for a second, America. An unrepentant convicted felon is trying to help out for the fundamental transformation that Obama will bring home. Fundamental transfer. I know I've heard that someplace before. Where?
We are 5 days away from fundamentally transforming the United States of America.
That's right. That's where I've heard that. I showed you last week on the talking points on health care are eerily similar to the talking points Creamer laid out in his book. You remember Obama's top advisor, Blueprint for Progressive Victories. And now we can see him in 2008 talking about fundamentally transforming America. Yet another unfortunate coincidence. That's all it is, I'm sure. I'm sure that what we're seeing is some big fundamental changes in America. You know, like the government takeovers of private industry, giant spending bills in the trillions of dollars, including one that just passed Congress that no one's really paying attention to. Isn't that neat? Tomorrow is the new immigration bill, which will absolutely have nothing to do with amnesty. Nothing at all. Massive redistribution of wealth programs, cap and trade, health care. Oh my gosh, it's just like the days of FDR. These are exciting times, aren't they? And like FDR and his times, unconstitutional times as well. But because this bill is being pushed, and I can't, for the life of me, find anywhere in the Constitution. Can you hand me the Constitution over there? I can't find where it says that we can mandate and provide health care. I can't find a single place in here where to be a citizen, a lawful citizen, the government mandates that you buy something. I can't find it in this pesky document that originally was only 4 pages. But let's ask an expert. Somebody who has sworn an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. Yes, $300 million for her state, Senator Mary Landrieu.
What part of the Constitution do you think gives Congress the authority to mandate individuals have to purchase health insurance?
Well, we're very lucky as members of the Senate to have constitutional lawyers on our staff, so I'll let them answer that.
Oh, that wasn't condescending at all, was it, Mary? Thank you very much for having those lawyers on your staff. Oh, I feel so warm and fuzzy inside. Thank you for treating me like an adult. If I recall, and I know it's crazy to bring this up, don't senators take an oath of office? Yes, they do. And Mary, I know you know this, but it goes a little something like this. I do solemnly swear, or affirm, that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Wow. My question is, how could you possibly protect and defend the United States Constitution, the job you signed up to do, if you don't know what's in it? Should be easy to read. The whole thing now, after 230-some years, is only 17 pages, as opposed to your 2,500 or so that you're used to. You might want to read it, so do it yourself. Might clear up a few things for you, Mary. One thing that you are clear on, and you were against the government option until you found that $300 million in your state and getting that kind of a payback for supporting health care. Oh, Mary. The founders would have been so proud of you. You and Congressman Clyburn as well.
Where in the Constitution is the federal government charged with maintaining people's health?
Well, there's not in the Constitution. There's nothing in the Constitution that says the federal government has got anything to do with most of the stuff that we do.
Okay. All right, Glenn Beck, if you just had somebody of real power dissing the Constitution. Oh, really? You mean like this?
Madam Speaker, where specifically does the Constitution grant Congress the authority to enact an individual health insurance mandate?
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
She doesn't even answer the question. She just moves on to the next. Are you serious? That's crazy talk. Constitution. What? I don't even know what that is. You know why she did that? Because the answer is government-provided health care can't be found in the Constitution. President Obama knows this, and he said this in 2001.
The Constitution is a charter of negative liberties. It says what the states can't do to you says what the federal government can't do to you, but it doesn't say what the federal government or the state government must do on your behalf. And that hasn't shifted.
That hasn't shifted. Then why are we pushing this? That evil charter of negative liberties. It's a setup. It's set up this way because our founders understood the danger of a big, powerful, out-of-control government and the danger that it presents to liberty. James Madison said that if angels were to govern men, no limits on government would be necessary. Newsflash, politicians we have aren't really angels. So for liberty to thrive, government needs to be limited. But that's not what the progressives have wanted. Read history. Read history. They want control. They think you're stupid. Did you see how Mary Landrieu just treated you? We have people, so I'm going to let them tell us about it, okay? You go on and have your little nappy nap and I'll get you some milk. They need you to depend on them and to believe that all of your rights come from them. Well, they don't. Do not depend on your government. If we can't depend on them to protect and defend the Constitution, which they took an oath to, how can we depend on them to protect us and our children's future? They ignore questions on health care. They say they'll leave it to the constitutional scholars. Well, let me ask you this. Don't you think that would be kind of akin of you being arrested and asking the officer, "You're arresting me on what charge?" And him responding, "I don't have a law degree. We have attorneys in the DA's office. I'll let them decide." This is wrong, America, and you know it. And until they can show you where it is in the Constitution, you must not allow it to pass, because it will fundamentally transform America. Freedom lovers and Marxists, bring it on. Let's have the real debate.
Arguing with idiots. Smart debate with dimwits. Truth for those who care to look, and another way to sell our book.
And now, another edition of Arguing with Idiots, featuring Ben Franklin and today's guest idiot, Karl Marx.
Oh, seriously? Again?
Hello, I'm Ben.
I thought my agent put an end to this nonsense.
No, he said you really needed the cash.
Really? That sucks.
Speaking of cash, don't you think it'd be better for individuals to have control of their health care instead of the government?
What? Why not give them control of where they live, too? Wait, you're serious?
Yes!
So what, you trust giant evil companies like Walmart to offer insurance to their employees?
Well, you could. Over 94% of Walmart employees have health insurance.
I do love that yellow smiley face guy. Does he have insurance? It's kind of dangerous flying around the store like that, you know?
I'm sure he does.
Cool. But what would you say when the state makes those people change jobs, huh?
I'd like to say that that doesn't happen in America. But then again, I would have said the same thing about the government taking over, I don't know, banks and car companies.
Don't forget AIG. That was sweet.
Right. Well, if individuals were in control, they could take their policy from state to state and from job to job. Plus, when people are in charge, they pay attention to price, pal. The cost started skyrocketing once we stopped paying for our own care ourselves.
Oh, liar!
Why do you say that?
I don't know. People are always shouting that at me.
Oh, I can imagine.
Oh.
Listen, if you want proof, just look at LASIK and cosmetic surgery. Insurance generally doesn't pay for those procedures. Individuals do. And guess what? Quality has gone up, while prices have come down.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if LASIK hurts. My contacts are so dry. Wait, you're trying to change the subject. If individuals pay, what about those who can't afford it?
Look, we already have programs for the poorest, the youngest, the oldest, the lamest, and virtually everyone in between.
Liar!
But what we shouldn't do is pay for those who'd rather spend their money on iPods, iPhones, and Xboxes.
Aha! That proves my system is better.
Yeah, how so?
'Cause in my system, those things wouldn't exist, so people couldn't spend their money on them. Huh.
Carl, for once, you and I completely agree.
Totally.
Arguing with idiots.
You're telling me if we would put different faces on those guys, it wouldn't sound almost exactly like the debate we're having right now? if you really want to prepare yourself for all the mindless arguments that you're going to have to endure over the holidays about things like healthcare, global warming, and taxes, grab a copy of my new book, Arguing with Idiots. I'll promise that your uncle from Berkeley will sound dumber than Karl Marx just did. You know, right after the main courses, you'll just be like, yeah, dummy, dumb, dumb, dumb. It's Arguing with Idiots. Available now. You can get your copy now at glennbeck.com or wherever fine books are sold. Right back.
The first on the scene with breaking news. The first to expose political scandal and corruption. The first to report the headlines that impact you. Fox News Channel. Asking the hard questions. Getting straight answers. Delivering the real story. First. Fox News Channel, where America turns for hard news and real reporting.
It's an Obama world. Democrats in control. But who will keep them in check? The Weekly Standard. Obama, Reid, Pelosi. They promised change, but what kind of change? Are taxes going up? Is the economy heading down? As change blows through Washington, the Weekly Standard is standing firm. Led by editors Bill Kristol and Fred Barnes, the Weekly Standard keeps on telling the truth week after week about the battles in Congress and about the wars overseas and the judges the president names. In a one-party town, you can count on the Weekly Standard to challenge the new conventional wisdom to advance conservative ideas. The Weekly Standard, the nation's foremost political magazine, now more than ever. Act now through this limited TV offer, and you can get 24 issues for just $29.99. When you order, you'll also receive a Weekly Standard canvas tote bag free. Call 1-800-828-3600 to get 24 issues and your free tote bag today. 1-800-828-3600.
This Christmas, there's only one gift guaranteed to get them to take their clothes off. A pajamagram. Spoil your wife or girlfriend and give her what she really wants. They've got all the top brands of pajamas and lingerie. Over 100 styles, from comfy to sexy. A pajamagram is the perfect Christmas gift. She'll think about you every time she puts them on. Every pajamagram is delivered in a hat box she'll love, free. They have great bath and body gifts, too. All that spa stuff women just love. Call or shop online at pajamagram.com. It only takes minutes, but she'll think you spent all month planning it. This holiday season, pajamas are on all the experts' top 10 lists. Warm, personal, and comfortable. They are the worry-free gift that are also easy to give. They're practical, great-looking, and so comfortable, she'll want to wear them every day. Pajamagram makes the perfect holiday gift. They stock the largest variety of PJs, so you're sure to find the one she'll love. And it's so easy. Every gift from Pajamagram comes in fabulous organza hatbox packaging, along with a lavender sachet, gift card, and a Do Not Disturb sign. Absolutely free. You know presentation matters, and Pajamagram does packaging right with your choice of blue or pink. So don't miss your chance to start a new holiday tradition and be a gift-giving hero this season. You'll be finished shopping in minutes, and she'll be warm and comfortable every night. Just call or go online at pajamagram.com. Make her feel special with snuggly and sexy new PJs. Send a pajamagram. It's a gift you'll both love.
You better be willing to fight for this country.
It's the congressional campaign sweeping the Sunshine State.
It starts right here. It starts right now.
Inside his strategy to take back D.C.
It is tempting to ignore or forget the limits that the Constitution imposes on us by pretending that the Constitution means whatever we want it to mean. But we take an oath to support and defend the Constitution, not to make the Constitution to support and defend us. The Constitution cannot limit government if government controls the Constitution.
Senator Orrin Hatch. He's with us now. Senator, how are you, sir?
Well, doing fine, Glenn. How are you?
I've been good. I'd be better if there were a room full of people standing behind you on this. I can't understand why the people who have sworn to take an oath, or sworn and taken an oath to make sure that they obey the Constitution and protect the Constitution, aren't even talking about it, except for you. Is there anybody on the other side of the aisle joining you?
not anybody on the other side of the aisle. You know, what's amazing to me is that they with this mandate that you have to buy a certain type of government-designed insurance, it's the first time in history that that this congressional enactment, if it ever passes, will require you to purchase something that you don't want to purchase. Now, that's pretty doggone bad.
It is, honestly, that you are not born free anymore if this passes. You have to purchase something that the government tells you to purchase just to be a legal citizen, correct?
Well, it's a question of liberty. You know, if the government can tell us what to do just because we're citizens and tell us that we have to purchase something just because we're citizens, then we've lost a great deal of liberty. And in this particular case, they're not only telling us what to do. You know, they sometimes use as an analogy, well, you have to buy car insurance in your state. Well, that's true because you want to drive a car and you make that choice. But if you don't want to drive a car and you don't want to buy that insurance, nobody in government can force you to do so. Right. Here we got that reverse where they can force you to buy health insurance that you don't want.
Do you think that the public option thing going over to Medicare is was the plan really from the beginning? I mean, I don't understand how they can say that they're going to pay for this health care by cutting Medicare and getting all the savings there and then expanding Medicare to get rid of the public option. You can't have it both ways. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Well, keep in mind, Medicare is $38 trillion in unfunded liability as we stand here today, and yet they want to take $500 billion out of Medicare to do another bankrupt program right off the start. And let me tell you, it's hard to believe that they're trying to do this to Medicare. And yeah, they're going to force you to go. Well, they're going to have people. You know, to qualify for Medicare, you have to be 65 years of age. They're going to change that to 55. I said from the beginning of this year, early in the year, I said what they're after is pushing more and more people into Medicaid and Medicare, and that way they can get to a single payer system faster. In other words, socialized medicine, and that's what they're trying to do.
When we come back, I want to talk to you a little bit about something, about what they're saying about Joe Lieberman, a friend of yours, and also what you think Joe Lieberman might do. Is he going to join you? Back in just a second.
When fire or water damage strikes your business, call the cleanup team that's faster to any size disaster at 1-800-SERVPRO, like it never even happened.
Diamonds, half carat to 2 carat, are $299 to $19.90. Thousands of diamonds, guaranteed the lowest price. The latest designer styles, guaranteed to appraise for double, set while you watch. Plus no interest for 6 months. By factory direct, the jewelry exchange nationwide and online.
Have you ever heard of an arthritis relief cream that offers a full money-back guarantee, even if you send back an empty jar? Of course not, but you've probably never heard of Australian Dream Arthritis Relief Cream. Australian Dream is powerful, yet it doesn't burn. It has no odor, it isn't greasy, and it won't stain your clothing. Australian Dream works. It penetrates deep to increase circulation and provide real arthritis relief. This isn't just another empty promise. You can send us the empty jar. We will refund your money. You have nothing to lose.
In a bill meant to fund America's military, the Dems quietly attach an almost $2 trillion add-on to our national debt. Now we uncover the legislation they didn't want you to see on Your World.
This is Bob. Seems to be a lot of rumors going around about this chubby Santa. That's because Bob made a call to Enzyte about natural male enhancement. And what did he get? Why, a sleigh full of confidence, a sack full of pride, and the one thing that every lady likes, the joy of a gift that keeps on giving.
Call or go online now to find out how to get an Enzyte sample.
Enzyte, the once daily tablet for natural male enhancement.
If you've ever been curious about natural male enhancement, there's never been a better time to try a sample pack of Enzyte. Visit Enzyte.com or call toll-free for a sample pack. Call right now and you'll also get 2 free packs of Enzyte Topical Rush. With an offer this big, it's enough to throw a parade. Sample packs are in stock now and shipped to you within 48 hours. Offer only good while supplies last. Limit 1 per household. Enzyte, the once daily tablet for natural male enhancement.
IRS problems? A tax relief agreement can help you. What you're about to see and hear is real.
I settled my tax debt
for $800. This IRS tax relief program really did do what it's designed to do.
We owed the IRS over $134,000. Our attorney recommended that we use an IRS tax relief agreement.
Saved us $122,000.
Thousands of taxpayers across the nation have settled their tax debt for less than what they owed.
We needed help fast.
And the IRS accepted our offer, and we settled our tax debt for only $6,008.
This is now your opportunity to get a fresh start and settle your back taxes for less than what you owe.
I owed the IRS over $47,000 and I qualified for the IRS tax relief program. It enabled me to finally settle my tax debt for only $3,800.
Yes, you can do something about your IRS tax problems, and yes, the IRS tax relief agreement can help you.
For a free consultation, call 888-381-5698 now.
I very rarely have anybody from Washington on the television show, but Orrin Hatch gave a stirring speech on the floor of the Senate over the weekend where he said, let's pay attention to the Constitution. No one is. Will Joe Lieberman join you on that? I know the last headline I saw, the alert I saw this afternoon before I got on the air was they're doing everything they can to broker a deal with Joe Lieberman to get him to come along and be a part of this. Have you spoken to him, Senator?
Well, yes, I have, and I don't believe Joe's going to go along with him because he does not believe in a public plan. And if we go to moving people who are 55 years of age into Medicare, that's a big start towards a public plan. There's no question about it. I don't think Joe can support
Senator,
that, and I hope with all my heart he won't.
What is it that your colleagues don't get about the debt? What is it they don't understand about unsustainability?
Well, that's the Democrat approach to things. It's an arrogance of power. You know, our debt's going to double in 5 years and triple in 10 years. We're going into $17, $18 trillion in national debt by 2019. These people don't seem to care at all. And this recent bill that we passed, appropriations bill, goes up. It's a $1.1 trillion bill. I voted against it. $1.1 trillion bill that goes up 12% this next year. I mean, I wonder where these people are coming from. And it is an arrogance of power. They think because they have 60 senators in the United States Senate, they can do anything.
So, Senator, here's what I have. This is from the WashingtonPost.com. Ezra Klein wrote this about Joe Lieberman. Lieberman seems primarily motivated by torturing liberals. That is to say, he seems willing to cause the deaths of hundreds of thousands of people in order to settle an old electoral score. Senator, you know what? There's a lot of rhetoric going around. There's a lot of fear-mongering, et cetera, et cetera. I'm accused of it all the time. I try to stay rooted in the facts. Sometimes the facts are scary, but really, Joe Lieberman's going to cause the death of hundreds? He'd be happy with hundreds of thousands dead?
By the time they get through with this, and we go to socialized medicine, if they get their will. You can't imagine the people are going to be hurt from a health care standpoint. No, Joe, I think, has thought it through. He's right on these issues. Now, look, he'll generally support big spending programs, but he's not willing to support this dog, I'll tell you.
Senator Hatch, you keep it up. Thank you very much. We'll be back in just a minute.
Every day, thousands of animals throughout America are neglected, tortured, and often killed. They can't speak up or fight back against animal abuse, but you can. For just $19 a month, you can join the Humane Society of the United States in our fight to eliminate animal abuse everywhere. The Humane Society of the United States is the nation's most effective animal protection organization, rescuing tens of thousands of animals every year and fighting against animal cruelty wherever it exists. But at this very moment, animals are still suffering.
I've been treated so wrong, I've been treated so long, as if I'm becoming untouchable.
For just $19 a month, you can be the difference between life and death for these helpless animals. No matter what you can afford, please call the number on your screen right now or visit us online to fight animal cruelty with your donation. Call in the next 20 minutes to join our fight, and we'll also send you a free subscription to our award-winning magazine, All Animals. If these animals could talk, they would tell you they desperately need you to save them right now.
Please call 1-800-810-1846 now to make your donation or go to safeanimalsnow.org. That's 1-800-810-1846. Again, 1-800-810-1846.
This Christmas, there's only one gift guaranteed to get them to take their clothes off. A pajamagram. Spoil your wife or girlfriend and give her what she really wants. They've got all the top brands of pajamas and lingerie. Over 100 styles, from comfy to sexy. A pajamagram is the perfect Christmas gift. She'll think about you every time she puts them on. Warm, personal, and comfortable. They are the worry-free gift that are also easy to give. Every pajamagram is delivered in a Hatbox She'll love. Free. They have great bath and body gifts, too. All that spa stuff women just love. Call or shop online at pajamagram.com. It only takes minutes, but she'll think you spent all month planning it. Send a pajamagram. It's a gift you'll both love.
All over the world, cat owners are subjected to a rather primitive practice. Living with cat litter.
I can't stand cat litter anymore.
Say hello to Cat Genie. Browse on to catgenie.com. On the double, step into the 21st century. Touch here and never touch cat litter again. Never again. Cat Genie.
You know, this year we've put out an awful lot of books for you to read. We put this one out in the summer. It was the #1 Times bestseller. This one was. Well, they all have done very, very well, and we appreciate that. And they're all available now. This Arguing with Idiots is available now, as is a Christmas sweater for kids. It's a way to help maintain your sanity. And I know it's a lot of money, but soon you're going to get government health care. Harry, can you get this? Bucket of pills. These are great for like $10. One of them's Viagra. This might be the morning after pill. I'm not real sure, but...
Welcome to Red Eye. It's like It's a Wonderful Life, if by life you mean dosage. Let's go to TV's Andy Levy for our pregame report. Andy, what's coming up on tonight's show?
Thanks, Greg. Coming up on the big show, our sponsor is starting to turn tail on Tiger. We'll look at the latest in the story that is never, ever going to die. Plus, a new anti-soda ad from New York City's health department shows a man drinking a glass of fake fat. We report, you say you're happy you live somewhere where your tax dollars aren't paying for crap like this. And finally, a new study shows that Democrats are more likely to believe in ghosts, astrology, and fortune-telling. Some find this surprising, but others say, what do you expect from people who believe health care reform costs won't add to the deficit? Greg?
Thank you, Andy.
For those that oppose to be level or next to this, I ain't a devil and this ain't The Exorcist. Worse than a nightmare, you don't have to sleep a wink. The pain's a migraine every time you think. Greg?
My brother's doing bad on my mother's TV. Says she watches too much. It's just not healthy. All my children in the daytime, Dallas at night, can't even see the game or the Sugar Ray fight.
Tell me about it, sister.
You know it. Well, you won't find a lineup this good unless you went to the police department. He's got the prettiest face from outer space. I'm here tonight with Odoris Urungus, Guar lead singer. Guar's latest CD, awesome, called Lust in Space. If musical genius was a bridge, homeless people would sleep under him at night. Well, she's got the sweetest smile at the murder trial. Attorney Tamara Holder. She's so sexy that Playboy keeps copies of her under its bed. Ooh. He's the down to my up, the left to my right, the biscuits to my tasty sausage gravy. He's my repulsive sidekick, Bill Schultz. He knows the warmest steam grates in all of Manhattan. And he's the Energizer Bunny of all things that are funny. Sitting right next to me, the great comedian Jim Norton. His latest book, I Hate Your Guts, is hilarious. He's so hilarious. Comedy shorts are now called Jim shorts. I wish I was wearing some now. And you wouldn't use them to wrap the stinkiest fish, because that would be mean to the stinky fish. It's our New York Times correspondent. Good to see you again, Pinch.
Two questions, Greg.
Yes.
A, what's this hideous abomination to my left? And B, is he interested in a subscription? We have great rates on the weekend right
He's
now.
a space beast and he would never read the Times.
All right, well, I'd rather you not speak for him.
Okay.
Does it come on a Kindle?
Sure. Don't touch me.
All right. Tiger got caught, and now he's getting canned. Yes, the horny hacker is losing endorsement deals faster than his hair, starting with the firm Accenture, which is known for... What the hell is it known for? It's a spice for meat, I think. Anyway, in a statement released Sunday, Accenture said, quote, after careful consideration and analysis, the company has determined that he's no longer the right representative for its advertising. They also announced Tiger's replacement, this guy. He's adorable. But what about the other sponsors? Well, Gillette is limiting his role to marketing campaigns while AT&T is, quote, evaluating things. Wonder what that means. Others, like Nike, remain committed to him. Meanwhile, more women are coming out of the woodwork. Here's Corey Rist on the Today Show.
It was disappointing because I think we all would like to think that we were special, even though we knew that what was happening was wrong. I had no idea that it was this intense, that the scale was this large.
She thought she was the only one cheating with Tiger. Even the mistresses are stunned at the number of mistresses, including the latest one to admit an affair, Billy Zane.
We see films about problems. We hear statistics. Obviously, there is a sword hanging over our head. There is indeed a ticking clock. But I'm here to tell you that the solutions are here.
He says what I feel.
Whoa.
Yes. Hey, Odorous, yeah, you know, you've been involved in some nefarious activities. Have your sponsors stood by you?
I really don't have any sponsors. I don't really know what the fuss is about here. I'm personally glad to see Tiger humiliated. He's had it too good for too long. I want to see him rolled around in the dirt for a bit.
Wait, you don't have any sponsors. What happened with the Cracker Barrel?
If you cut several letters off the end of that and just made it one word.
The Crack Barrel, of course. I totally misread your press release.
Not really a sponsorship so much as an addiction, and a hopeless one at that.
Hey, Jim, I gotta ask you. I have no idea who Accenture is.
Now,
so does this prove once and for all that having like a major celebrity sponsor means nothing anyway?
Well, I mean, it depends on what you have. The fact that AT&T, instead of reevaluating their relationship, how about you reevaluate why I can't get cell service on my iPhone? They should put a tower in the front of his pants. Gatorade should take credit, you know, for the guy that wants to get laid every night and still shoot 10 under par.
It is pretty.
No kidding.
It is impressive when you think about it.
Well, it makes you wonder how much better a golfer he would have been if he hadn't been chasing all these people. Or, well, I'm not supposed to say certain things. Like,
Oh, you can say whatever you want.
Hookers and hoes. I mean, he can spend more time on the course, you know, practicing with his stick rather than playing with it.
Miss those words.
Thank you, Odors. Tamara, you know, he raises an interesting point somewhere in that crazy mind that I noticed in the Washington Post, they wrote a piece criticizing the way the women are portrayed, that they're lumped together as all harlots and strumpets. How do you feel about that? Do they deserve that unfounded reputation, or do they deserve sympathy, as much sympathy as, I don't know, can be accorded to a bunch of wronged women?
Well, I don't think they should have either. They knew what they were getting themselves into. That doesn't mean you should sympathize with them. But look, these women knew what they were doing. They knew that he was married. They should have known that he wasn't alone with one woman at a time. I mean, he was with like 12 women. Those are just the women who have come out. Imagine how many women there really are out there. It's really disturbing.
Jim?
I understand the outrage in the public's. I mean, I, for one, was shocked that the most prestigious athlete on earth, worth $1 billion, wants to have sex with more than one chick. I mean, who would believe it?
It's hard to believe.
What a bunch of dummies we are.
And the fact that it would be so easy for him to find women.
I still don't follow that.
Greg, can I say something? Can I just tell you that I was engaged to a professional athlete for a long time, and these men get addicted to attention. So that's why they can't have just one woman. They have to have 5, 10, 15, 20. It's like, it's never ending. It is an addiction, and it's a really bad thing.
Tamara, I wouldn't say Billy Barty was a professional athlete, but he was quite an accomplished performer. I don't know why I
know,
said
but
Billy
we're not
Barty.
supposed to talk about him.
Yes, we do.
Midgets are always funny, Greg.
They really are. Bill, I got to ask you, Tiger, probably the biggest injustice of all, was supposed to be best man at a wedding on Sunday, but then he blew it off. Wasn't that just another thing that he ruined.
That's great, though. If someone had told me that Sex Scandal could get me out of a wedding last summer when I went to one every single weekend, I would have been on the front page of the Post. Would have glued myself on the front page of the Post, but I would have showed it to them just so I could get out of that wedding, Greg. They're horrible things.
Everything was ready to go, but then it was discovered that he was banging the bridesmaid, so that went right out the window.
There you go. All right, from the effects of one scandal to the cause of another, Ashley Dupre is back. And she brought her typewriter. Yes, the ex-escort who brought down Elliot Spitzer is now screwing people with advice in a new sex and relationships column in the New York Post, a newspaper owned by our parent company, by the way. And I read it to my servants, sometimes nude. And to promote her new gig, the Vixen made a video.
Ooh.
Hi, I'm Ashley Dupre. I used to be on the front page of the New York Post. Now I'm writing for it. That's right. I'm the New York Post's new advice columnist. Ask me anything about love, sex, and relationships. Is your daughter on a dangerous path? Is there telltale signs that your husband isn't happy in his marriage? Readers, fire away. Take it from me, someone who could have used a little advice in the past. There's nothing better than learning from someone else's experiences.
So many clothes.
No, but don't you know the golden rule? Put glasses on a woman and suddenly her entire past is gone.
Right. That's so she can see if someone has herpes.
Yeah, there you go. No wonder glasses are invented. All right. Now, of course, readers did fire away. Here was one question from Meredith in Queens. She asked, how do I know if my daughter is getting into trouble? Well, Meredith, if you're her mom and you're asking a hooker for advice, your daughter is in trouble. Here's where I get my advice. I love him.
He told me I had an exclusive with him. That's screwed up.
You actually hung out with him for some time.
Yeah, he lives down in Antarctica with us.
Yeah, fantastic.
I love little monkeys.
Yeah. Tamara, I got to ask you, do you see this as a good development or a bad development, giving Ashley her own column?
Well, I find it interesting that you're asking me the question first, but I'll be more than happy to give you my take on this. I think that this is a really good thing. Who do we want to listen to, Dr. Phil or a woman who has, a lot of experience, clearly? And remember, she was a paid escort, so she got to listen to all of these men about their problems with their wives and what their wives didn't do. They didn't pay attention to them and all that nonsense.
Wait a second. I'm sorry. Dr. Phil and Elliot Spitzer's prostitute are our only choices, Greg?
Yes.
That's it? That's it.
Well, over here, too, you could always ask the interplanetary rock god.
That's true. Although you must have a hard time writing gossip columns with those hands.
Yeah, I don't really write at
they're
all.
not grippers.
Just break things. But I think this is a really good thing, and I couldn't agree with Tamara more. I mean, I would much rather have a disgraced harlot giving me truthful advice than some ridiculous disposable hero who's been proven to be a complete liar.
Well, you should also agree with me because you took my chair. I didn't know I had to wear a costume to be in that chair.
First of all, this is not a costume. And also, I'm sorry, if I could control this show, you would be sitting here, not me, because
that's right.
You are hot.
If I could control this show, both of you would be sitting here.
But
ideally, I wanted his spikes.
All right. You would be sitting on me, actually, yes.
So there's the issue is Odorous is too large to sit in the newsroom, and we were afraid that would create huge mayhem and the place would be destroyed. But I want to ask you, I got to ask you, Jim, is the real winner here the Post reader?
They really are. I mean, there's hot chicks on the front and now a hooker with an advice column. The Daily News, boom.
Exactly.
But how awful do you feel if you're a real advice columnist and you get beaten out by a 20-something-year-old prostitute?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Or an escort, absent escort. I want to show, let's show the tape of her on The View.
Look at The View, that was crazy.
Nice. Barbara Walters, please. Getting testy.
What are the correct words to use? You call her an escort. What else is appropriate to say? Call girl? No good?
Escort.
Only
is
escort.
What you'd like to be, is it a technical term in terms of...
Sort of euphemistic, isn't it?
Sure.
Yeah. There's a difference between having a cup of tea and being an escort and going further, as you did.
Okay, do you know what the great thing about it is? 5 women there couldn't understand it. One guy, Jim Norton, could have explained every subtle difference between escorts, hookers, prostitutes, call girls.
Here's the difference between escort and hooker. About $2,000 an hour. That's the only difference. What do you call it when somebody sleeps with a married senator? I don't know, Babs. What do you call it?
Hey, Bill, does it bother you, as a former escort, not to be able to have a column that she has?
I once owned an escort, as in Ford. That's as close as we got. But let this be a lesson to all of Tiger's tropes, or Tiger's lilies, as I like to call them. Cash in now. Cash in now. Do not wait, because if you wait, you're going to get 25 cents an hour answering letters from guys wondering why they cry after they sleep with their lives. This is all she's been reduced to, Greg.
Yeah, but here, you know, you and I both work in magazines. Isn't this a lesson that you can be an ex-prostitute and still get a job in journalism?
It sure is, Greg, but it's not a lesson that an ex-prostitute can do anything involving journalism. The only thing faker than those names was her byline. She did not write one word of those things.
You can't verify that.
Huh? I can't. And wait, I'm getting one from my producer. Yes, I can.
No,
Greg.
you can't.
Yes, just
you
from
can't. We don't know that.
There's a certain naive quality to her prose. I think she did write these things with a crayon on a piece of toilet paper.
In which she then ate.
Yes. They waited for it to pass and then cut print.
Oh, please. Last word, Jim?
I think she's great, and I wish she was still a hooker.
Yeah.
Hey, give her a week.
For the right money, she could be.
From undeserved salaries to unneeded calories, are the local sugar police trying to gross New Yorkers away from their daily cans of Coke? Take a look at the City Health Department's latest anti-cola ad campaign, if you dare. Actually, that was my Uncle Cartouche. Sorry, Uncle, you weren't supposed to be there. Try again. I don't see any difference between that and Sunny Delight. All right. Says Health Commissioner Thomas Farley of the Woozy Warning, quote, sugar-sweetened beverages are fueling the obesity epidemic, and obesity is disabling millions of New Yorkers. This video is playful, but its message is serious. Well, playful isn't the word that comes to mind. Erotic might be more apropos. Tamara, what do you make of this? Is this message being convincingly sent by showing something so disgusting?
It is so not convincing. You have this guy drinking this weird slushy, and they have like Congo line music being played in the background. I do not understand this whatsoever. If I were afraid to drink sugary foods, I would be looking at a picture of some big woman with a huge butt walking down the street. That would scare me. Not this guy.
She's actually right. The way to do it is just show some fatso trying to squeeze into an airline seat or do some regular task and they can't do it.
Yeah, it's always reminded, when you're reminded by the consequences of eating, like when I see myself in the mirror, I know I have to go on a diet.
Yeah, right. Show any woman sleeping with me and like show her eyes as she's pretending I'm anyone but what I am.
I'm completely confused here because that looked rather appetizing to me. What's so funny?
That's something you would have for breakfast.
Yeah, it looks like the guy who did the last Guar video directed that commercial, and mashed potatoes. I love them.
No, but it looked like a cream of ham and pea soup, and if you just put it in a microwave, and it's good.
It looked like the stuff that was in James Gumm's tub in Silence of the Lambs.
Oh man,
it's the timing that's all screwed up. I mean, this is the season to shove fatty foods into your face. Why can't we do that in the summer?
Yeah, but you know, Odorous, whether it's global warming or healthcare reform or sugary sodas, why do politicians feel the need not to be accurate or realistic, but instead scare people?
Well, if one politician came forward and said anything like the truth, he would set a precedent that was just completely dangerous to the rest of them.
Bill, how do you feel about this? Are you going to switch from drinking sodas and instead drink liquid fat?
Don't drink sodas, Greg. Get to know me. But that said, I'm a big fan of scare tactics. I grew up. I went to high school like in the early '90s, and that was at the height of when they were trying to scare every kid away from sex because of AIDS.
Yeah.
And the stuff that they would show us, I'm still scared to have sex, and that's the excuse I use as to why I'm a virgin. But I mean, go with the scare tactics. Next thing, do it for smoking. Have a big picture of Odorous eating an actual smoker, Greg. It will stop.
Yeah,
People
show a
will
dirty
scan.
lung or someone going down a flaming chute, and then they're
Well, you can cough that up after you eat them.
Yeah, and a Tamara, you can walk right down the street and see any number of fat butts.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, and that's why I don't drink a lot of soda pop, because I do not want to look like that.
And that's why you are so fine!
Well, you wouldn't know because I'm not sitting in that chair.
Oh, yeah, you're in that weird box over there. Well, I'm sorry, honey. Should I leave?
No, stay here.
Stay.
I love her. I want to see her dance.
I know. I can't believe this is happening.
I know. I replaced her gams.
Last word, Jimmy.
I think a great ad against obesity would be just to interview the shoes of a fat man, and then have like one of them hang themselves. Probably should let the last word be his funny joke instead of my monumental bomb. Boo! Last word. They should drink that joke out of a can.
Well, tickle my tummy and call me Giggles. This next thing is a thing that's a thing, I reckon. He's the voice behind every awesome character in Futurama. No, not Abraham Lincoln, but you're close.
If you wear prescription glasses, you know protecting your eyes from the sun can be a real problem. Clip-ons let light shine right in from the sides, and prescription sunglasses cost a fortune. Now there's a better solution. Introducing HD Vision Wraparounds. They're lightweight sunglasses that wrap around your prescription lenses, and they feature our unique HD Vision technology that gives you clarity and enhanced color like you've never experienced before. Just like high-definition revolutionized TV, HD lenses enhance your vision and produce unsurpassed clarity and optical definition. And when you see the color and clarity, you will truly be amazed.
The colors, everything's just so vivid. It makes things seem almost brighter.
You know what? These are great, and they are so clear. These glasses look like really designer sunglasses, and they can start at $200 and go up to $400 or $500.
The color and clarity are amazing.
HD Vision Wraparounds have a modern European styling that looks great, and yet they're durable. You could spend more money, but you can't get better sunglasses.
I love them. Where can I buy them?
On this special TV offer, you can get your HD Vision Wraparounds for the incredible price of just $19.99. We'll also include our patented visor clip for your car, a $10 value, yours free. But wait, call right now and we'll also include our night vision wraparounds. Perfect for driving at night. They cut the glare of oncoming headlights but enhance your ability to see everything else, and they're yours free. Just pay shipping and handling. Every pair comes with our 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not completely blown away, return them for a full refund. Enhance your vision with high-definition color and clarity. Don't wait. Call now.
To get your HD Vision wraparounds for only $19.99, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-401-5922. Or visit us online at hdwraparounds.com. So call 1-800-401-5922. That's 1-800-401-5922. Call now.
Tomorrow, Neil and Glenn kick off our early prime. Then a government land grab. Could your property be on their list? It's our eye-opening series on Special Report.
Each year we have the same Christmas wish.
I wish shopping didn't take forever.
Don't worry. Pro Flowers has us covered.
This holiday season, send something special, a mini Christmas tree, and save. Santa's Workshop is delivered right to your loved one's door for just $24.99, and it can be replanted. Order now and receive a free tin and free lights and ornaments, a $12 value, plus a free personalized card. Check out our over 300 other gifts. Go to proflowers.com, look for the microphone in the upper right corner, enter discount in the box, and you're done.
ProFlowers' value is incredible.
When Christmas comes around, I do not want to go to the mall.
It's really helped just brighten my grandmother's house, brighten my mom's house.
Log on, click. My work is done.
Order now for just $24.99 plus shipping and handling and get these extras free. Go to proflowers.com, look for the microphone in the upper right corner, enter discount in the box, or call toll-free 1-800-FRESHEST and mention TV. Go online now.
So when it comes to seeing ghosts, Democrats seem to do it the most. A study by the Pew Forum finds that many Americans blend real religion with New Agey beliefs like reincarnation and throwing up. But when it comes to supernatural crud, Republicans don't hold a scented candle to Democrats. According to the survey, here are some numbers. 36 of Democrats say they've been in touch with the dead, versus only 21% of Republicans. Ooh, I love that sound. 21% of Democrats claim to have seen a ghost, while only 11% of Republicans have. Oddly, both agreed it was Harry Reid. A little political humor there. Very little. Anyway, 22% of Democrats have consulted a fortune teller, while only 9% of Republicans say they have. And 31% of Dems believe in astrology, while only 14% of Republicans do. But most amazingly, 85% of Democrats don't think this kitty is totally adorable. Oh, clearly Democrats are heartless monsters. Jim, I go to you first. Why is this just an example? I mean, if they believe in global warming, they believe in ghosts. That's what I say.
Well, Greg, I've addressed that in my third book, and you really did kind of lift that from me.
Yes,
my third book is called Democrats. Boo.
Yeah, that was great.
That's all I have on that. It does explain why the Democratic symbol is a jackass.
But, I mean, are they just naturally more gullible?
I'm surprised, actually. I would have thought... No, you know, I'm actually not surprised, because they're more into, like, you know, the spiritual healing and all that stuff, and I think Republicans tend to be more grounded in what they see as being realistic.
Yeah.
You know, when I die, I'll see God, you know, in my opinion.
Yes, that realistic notion.
Yeah. You're right, all right.
There's such a huge difference.
Good example.
Yeah, but Tamara, I got to ask you, because I know that you're a liberal, and I don't want to seem too one-sided here. Could it be that liberals are just more open-minded?
Yes, that's exactly the answer. I mean, you guys are making fun of the liberals here, but what about like Senator Craig, who is advising Bush on like anti-abortion and anti-gay, and he's doing toe taps in the bathroom? So, you know, the Republicans are the ones who have like these one-sided views, and they're very rigid.
What does that have to do with
not
ghosts,
open to
though,
anything.
and astrology?
Because,
I mean,
you know,
so he was a hypocrite about sex, but
well, in his original statement, he said he was hitting on a ghost.
Really?
And therefore it was not illegal, Greg. Yeah.
No.
Apparently, if they are vapors,
I
it is
stand
not
corrected. I had no idea. You're a super beast. You're a space beast. Do you believe in the supernatural?
Yeah, I can clear this up with a very, very simple two answers. First of all, there is no afterlife. There is no spirit world. When you die, you get eaten up by nasty little maggots and weevils, and that's it. Second of all, a lot of these politicians in Washington are indeed being fooled by an Abraham Lincoln impersonator.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of like Jodie Foster. When I went to Hollywood, I'm like, why is this hooker hanging out on Hollywood Boulevard? It took me hours to figure it out.
But Otis, could it be that the afterlife or the supernatural are just manifestations of space beasts like you?
I suppose that's possible, and it's probably improbable, and I'll agree with it because I'll say just about anything.
Okay, excellent. All right, we got to move on. So do you have a comment on the show? Email us. It's redeye@foxnews.com. And to leave a voicemail on my direct line, 212-462-5050. And still to come, the halftime report from TV's Andy Levy.
Tonight's halftime report is sponsored by my misplaced bacon mug. I'd ask you if you've seen it, but you probably just keep it for yourself. I know I do the same. Thanks, my misplaced bacon mug.
Reading, writing, and race is one of the country's top universities teaching white guilt. John Stossel investigates. Plus, a 100-year-old child predator released. Is the senior sex offender still a menace to society? On the O'Reilly Factor.
This Christmas, there's only one gift guaranteed to get them to take their clothes off. A pajamagram. Spoil your wife or girlfriend and give her what she really wants. They've got all the top brands of pajamas and lingerie. Over 100 styles, from comfy to sexy. A pajamagram is the perfect Christmas gift. She'll think about you every time she puts them on. Warm, personal, and comfortable. They are the worry-free gift that are also easy to give. Every pajamagram is delivered in a hatbox she'll love. Free. They have great bath and body gifts, too. All that spa stuff women just love. Call or shop online at pajamagram.com. It only takes minutes, but she'll think you spent all month planning it. Send a pajamagram. It's a gift you'll both love.
Every year, 3 million dogs are born into puppy mills. 250,000 dogs fight for their lives. 100,000 horses are slaughtered for their meat.
What does it take to stop the cruelty? One phone call. Every day, thousands of animals throughout America are neglected, tortured, and often killed. For just $19 a month, you can join the Humane Society of the United States in our fight to eliminate animal abuse everywhere. The Humane Society of the United States is the nation's most effective animal protection organization, rescuing tens of thousands of animals every year and fighting against animal cruelty wherever it exists. But at this very moment, animals are still suffering.
I've been treated so wrong, I've been treated so long, as if I'm becoming untouchable.
For just $19 a month, you can be the difference between life and death for these helpless animals. No matter what you can afford, please call the number on your screen right now or visit us online to fight animal cruelty with your donation. Call in the next 20 minutes to join our fight, and we'll also send you a free subscription to our award-winning magazine, All Animals. But please hurry. Don't let another animal be a victim of cruel and senseless abuse.
Please call 1-800-807-4656 now to make your donation or go to rescueanimalsnow.org. That's 1-800-807-4656. Again, that's 1-800-807-4656.
Welcome back. Let's find out if we've got anything wrong so far. For that, we go to TV's Andy Levy. Andy, do you still have Friskies and Cat Fancy as a sponsor, even after that incident at the Litter Box Strip Club?
I do, Greg.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but Cadillac dropped me.
Oh, that's a shame.
I know.
Well, best of luck.
Wow, that was bad.
Yeah, it was really bad.
I feel like I'm not even here right now.
God, I wish I weren't. Tiger, Greg, you seem to be laboring under the impression that Accenture is a spice for meat.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not.
No?
It's a global management, consulting, technology services, and outsourcing company helping clients become high-performance businesses and governments.
Had no idea.
Yep.
I'd prefer them to be a spice for a meat.
You may be thinking of Accent.
I love Accent.
Yeah.
Now, they should get Tiger Woods.
You know that's basically MSG, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I love MSG then.
There you go. Jim, I feel like your amazement that Tiger wanted to have sex with a bunch of different women was a little feigned.
It was my attempt at sarcasm.
Okay.
I got that on my way over in my Cadillac.
Yeah. Had to bring that back up, didn't you, Jim? Had to bring it back up. Yeah.
Fat neck I have.
Greg, you mentioned that Tiger was supposed to be best man at a wedding this weekend and blew it off. He's probably not the best salesman for marriage right now.
Yeah, but don't you think the bride and groom, 25 years from now, when they're, 25 years older, they're looking back at with their friends and going, yeah, Tiger Woods was our best man. Everybody, it's a great story.
They told him to not bother showing up because if I was getting married to a beautiful woman, I wouldn't get her within 100 miles of her.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yep.
That's very true.
Enjoying that soda?
I was waiting for that.
It's so dainty.
It is.
This is pure fat, by the way.
I was going to say, yeah. So Tiger did an interview right before the sex scandal with a New Zealand sports commentator. It's going to run on Tuesday. And he says of his family in this interview, quote, "It's been great, actually. It's the best thing that ever happened." And the interviewer says to him, "Family first and golf second. Always be like that?" And his reply, "Always."
He was sincere.
Yeah, clearly. Ashley Dupre's new advice column. Bill, to reiterate what Greg said so you don't get charged with slander, there's no proof that Ashley didn't write a column. Just don't say anything. Just trust me, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Look, I agree with Tamara and Mr. Urungus. Ashley's advice isn't awful, but here's the thing, and Bill kind of touched on this. Why am I getting advice on sex and relationships from someone who didn't sleep with Tiger Woods?
You don't know that. She just keeps her mouth shut.
Yeah, I feel like the whole thing's so 2008.
She probably did, though.
Jim, you said imagine how you feel if you're a real advice columnist getting beaten out by a former prostitute. Isn't that what you kind of deserve for being an advice columnist?
I couldn't agree more. As I said that, I realized I sounded like my aunt. I should have my fat face slapped.
Yeah.
How could they do that?
New York City Health Department's anti-soda ad. Greg, the fact you think erotic is the best way to describe that ad totally frightens me.
Really?
Yeah.
How else would you describe it?
Yeah, exactly.
Also, Greg, you asked Bill if he was going to switch from drinking soda to drinking fat. Is there alcohol in the fat?
I don't know.
Eggnog. That might have been what we were looking at.
There you go. Let's see, more Dems believe in ghosts, reincarnation, and astrology. Greg, you mentioned that 21% of Democrats claim to have seen a ghost, while only 11% of Republicans have. And then you said, oddly, both agree it was Harry Reid. He would be the ghost of healthcare reform past, I think.
Ooh, you're probably right, my friend. Probably right.
Tamara,
you could be wrong.
No, I think I'm right.
Okay.
Tamara, you mentioned Larry Craig. I believe his excuse was that he wasn't tapping his foot. It was a poltergeist.
Ah.
Yeah, and the Republicans would probably believe that excuse. That's what's great.
It was a super gay poltergeist.
Wow.
By the way, we're conveniently overlooking Nancy Reagan here. I believe she had it her way. Reagan's entire cabinet would be ghost whisperers.
Yeah,
from what I recall.
That's a good point.
Leave Nancy Reagan alone. She's a wonderful person. Move on, Andy.
Okay, well, to go along with Nancy Reagan, Bill, you said that belief in ghosts and astrology is the same as the belief in God. So congratulations.
I did not say that.
You get to get all the angry letters.
No, I didn't say that, Andy. You must have misheard me.
Did I?
That's exactly what you
said. I'm a
said.
good little Catholic boy is what I am.
I said that. I want letters.
I'll read them to
No one ever writes me.
I'll read them to you.
I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, okay, Andy. Go away, my friend.
Can we critique him?
Yes, we can. Yeah, we can critique him.
He was all right, I guess.
Yeah, he was okay.
He didn't say enough about me and all the funny stuff I said.
Am I still mic'd here?
Yes, you are.
Hey, Odorous, is there any chance you can get that protruding thing through the back of Bill's throat and coming out his mouth?
Well, we tried. We were working on it backstage, but he didn't seem to mind that much.
Working on I didn't really,
Yeah, he kind of actually asked for it a number of times.
I was not presenting myself, if that's what we're
It's hard to tell how on camera it looks like it's in danger of happening every second. I don't know if it really is.
We were trying to ram some stuff down the hole, and the thing is, we couldn't find the back of his throat.
All right. Let's move on, shall we?
Yes.
Let me welcome back our guest, Odorous Urungus, Guar lead singer. He's as monstrous as I am miniature. It's true, I can fit in his pocket.
Do the drink joke again.
Attorney Tamara Holder, she's so sexy. She's so sexy, Viagra takes her to get aroused. And comedian Jim Norton, he's a regular correspondent of the Jay Leno Show. If sharp wit were wealth, Obama would spread him around. Are the gifted being short-shrifted? Maybe, if I knew what the word shrifted means. It means folded, right? I don't know. Anywho, it's across the pond somewhere in the Kingdom of England. A new government study shows that 3/4 of state schools are failing to push their brightest pupils because teachers are reluctant to promote elitism. The report by the Office for Standards in Education, Children's Services and Skills, which is also known as Ofsted.
I love that office.
I know, finds that students who are academically gifted or talented in sport or the arts weren't a priority for these schools, and teachers feared that focusing on them would undermine efforts to improve the progress of all other students. So they drowned them. What? No, I kid. Meanwhile, cats are getting smarter. I know. Andy's cats aren't that
They
smart.
just sit there stoned.
Yeah. Hey, Tamara, isn't this the end result of 30 years of the PC movement where we lower expectations for everyone, and if you do well, that somehow insults other people?
Yeah, this is the stupidest thing. These are our educators who have this great idea. I mean, when people in India actually, or the government in India, pays their students to go and become doctors and professionals, here we feed our students soda pop, and we tell them that they can't, excel, that's elitism. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of.
Jim, is this what happens when society values self-esteem above everything else? Can't hurt anybody's feelings.
Well, it's not real self-esteem.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of people trying to feed this mediocrity to everybody and go, oh, no, we're all the same. You're not the same.
Yeah.
If your kid's in the corner eating staples like Pez Candy, he's Pez Candy. It's kind of like Pez Candy. When you're making a statement about somebody's intelligence and you say Pez Candy, it's best just to shut your mouth.
But I got your point anyway. But I realize I want a son named Pez Kenzie.
Yes. That sounds like that's a great hooker name, isn't it?
It really is. And there's some kind of skill behind it. Odorous, when you were growing up on your planet, were you a gifted student, and did teachers ignore you because of it?
Well, we could, also,
well said.
Yes,
indeed. I was using my native tongue there for a moment. But yeah, we could solve this whole problem. One easy method, simply tattoo on their foreheads their rank in life. I was a gladiator. I went straight to gladiators.
You can't read or write, so this is awesome for you.
I wouldn't know. I wasn't able to read the story.
Yes.
What I've gained from what you guys have been discussing, though, I don't want to be that guy that says kids today, but kids today do not know how easy they have it. When I was in high school, we were literally ranked, and they put the rankings on the wall so they would stare back at us every time we go to class. And we had a class of 98 kids, and I was ranked 96. So that was a tough pill to swallow. So I wholeheartedly approve of these methods, even though I forgot what these methods are.
But look at you now, lad.
Exactly.
Jimmy?
Instead of promoting the fact that if you're not good at something, it's okay to not be good at it and stress what you are good at. The elitism is coming. I think a lot of the educators are elitists. They promote their own social and political ideologies. They force it down people's throats. They do it up through colleges. That's elitism. Elitism is not pointing out who's good at what and telling you it's okay either way.
That's the smartest thing you've said today.
I didn't even know what I meant. I was just emotionally unraveling as I talked. And
I want to kiss you right now. I really want to kiss you.
It kind of like, it summed everything up in a nice little package. Speaking of nice little packages, when we come back, the great voice actor Billy West will dazzle you with his tremendous talent. So if you leave now, I'll swing by your house and replace your wind chimes with death chimes.
Whoa!
Yes.
Well, the Earth isn't safe anymore. As captain, I propose we get the hell out of here.
Second.
Amen, sister. To the ship.
Each year, we have the same Christmas wish.
I wish shopping didn't take forever.
Don't worry. ProFlowers has us covered.
This holiday season, send something special, a mini Christmas tree, and save. Santa's Workshop is delivered right to your loved one's door for just $24.99, and it can be replanted. Order now and receive a free tin and free lights and ornaments, a $12 value, plus a free personalized card. Check out our over 300 other gifts. Go to proflowers.com. Look for the microphone in the upper right corner. Enter Fox in the box, and you're done.
ProFlowers' value is incredible.
When Christmas comes around, I do not want to go to the mall.
It's really helped. Just brighten my grandmother's house, brighten my mom's house.
Log on, click. My work is done.
Order now for just $24.99 plus shipping and handling and get these extras free. Go to proflowers.com. Look for the microphone in the upper right corner. Enter Fox in the box. Or call toll-free 1-800-FRESHEST and mention TV. Go online now.
Uh-oh. Are those pants getting too tight to close? Oh, no. That button is ready to pop. Stop. You need the Perfect Fit button. The quickest, easiest way to add or reduce inches on the waistband of your pants. Watch. These jeans just won't close. Simply pop on the Perfect Fit button and attach the specially designed secure lock fastener. And look, your jeans close easily, fit perfectly, and hold extra tight. No one will ever know you're wearing it. Look again. Just attach the fastener onto the pin to hold firmly in place. Simply squeeze the fastener to remove. When you lose weight, just remove the Perfect Fit button. As you lose more weight, simply pop it on the other side. Wow, you've lost 3 inches on your waistline and your pants still fit perfectly. Let Perfect Fit tailor your best suit. Just slip on your belt and it's totally invisible. It's like having a custom tailor at your fingertips. Kids outgrow their clothes, then it costs a fortune. But Perfect Fit lets you add more room for big savings. Even 2 big hand-me-downs fit perfectly in seconds. Sewing on buttons is a pain, but Perfect Fit instantly replaces missing buttons. Keep extra Perfect Fits handy for an instant fix. Perfect Fit is so strong, it instantly works on denim, corduroy, even suede and leather. In this catalog, it costs $32 for 4 similar buttons, but you get the Perfect Fit button for jeans, khakis, and brown and black pants, all 4 buttons for only $20. Call now and we'll cut the price in half to just $10. Order right now. As a bonus, we'll double the offer. Plus, it gets even better. You'll also get the amazing shoes under. Just pay separate shipping and handling. Watch. You'll fit up to 24 shoes. Slide and store shoes under your bed to perfectly organize all your shoes, belts, and scarves. You get a total of 8 Perfect Fit buttons and shoes under. A $70 value, all for only $10. So call now.
Call 1-800-390-1872. But hurry, call now. We're giving away a bonus set of Perfect Fit buttons and shoes under with today's orders. So call 1-800-390-1872. Call now.
And Fry, you, what exactly do you know how to do? I can burp the alphabet. A, B, D. No, wait.
He knows voiceovers like I know sleepovers. He's the heart and soul of the animated hit Futurama. It airs weeknights at 11 a.m. Eastern on Comedy Central. But get this, new episodes, 27 of them, I think, are coming in 2010. We are so thrilled to have back on the program the man behind the greatest characters on the show and one of the funniest people alive or dead, the great Billy West. He knows impressions like I know transgressions. So, Billy, Future West is coming back.
Yes.
How long were you gone?
We were gone for a bunch of years, but thank God, you know, I mean, we're working. I can talk to you guys about this. You know how many people are upside down underwater, as they say, you know, and not working? And it's like, I'm on my knees, really. I'm a gratitude guy. Hey, did you say cats were getting smarter?
Yes, cats are getting smarter.
In what way?
They know how to operate machinery. Some of them are actually driving.
Really?
Yes.
There's hope for my cats.
Yeah,
I can teach them. Look, E equals... So wait a minute. So I promised I wasn't going to do any what's his name jokes. Tiger.
More. Tiger Woods.
You want more?
Yeah, sure. I'll take one.
Is anybody following this?
No. Terrible.
You know what? Look. Get off the guy's back, okay? Wait. Get off my back! Get off my frickin' back!
He missed his mouth.
Hey, get off my back! Leave me the frig alone!
I like how he doesn't swear.
So what? I'm not squeaky clean. I'm just squeaky dirty.
Say you're not my dad.
I'm not your dad. I got dad issues, so shut up. You know what? Right now, there's real tigers betting on who'll be extinct first, me or them. Oh, this whole thing is so 3 seconds ago.
Hey, let me get back to...
I'm losing all my endorsement... I'm losing all my endorsement deals, you idiot.
This is the silliest thing I've ever seen.
I'm losing my deals... My deals are melting faster than the polar ice caps.
Ask him something, Greg. This is exclusive.
I know.
Okay.
Meeting genius.
All right, I'm going to bring you back. I want to bring Billy West back in. I got to talk to you about Futurama. I want to talk about Futurama. All right. Are all your characters coming back?
Yes.
I can't stop doing this. I got water all over. I got water over page 6 of the ad libs here.
Doing what? Where'd Tiger go?
Oh.
So which characters are coming back?
Well, you know, the ones that I've done, I'm adding a couple more, but that's kind of a surprise. But I'm doing Philip J. Fry, which is what I sounded like when I was 25. I think I told you that last time.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And the old ancient professor, Professor Hubert Farnsworth. And Zap Brannigan, master of time, space, and everything else in between. And, winner of this year's Modesty Award. And Dr. Zoidberg. Do you know what my favorite planet is?
What?
Jupiter. Forget it. It's a bad night.
I have no idea.
Forget it.
So,
I just lost my watch endorsement.
Yeah, there you go. What about
I lost the sports drink.
Billy, focus on the blue pen.
Gatorade.
Focus on the blue pen. What? You can't tell me about any new characters?
No, it's top secret. You know that.
Yeah.
But ask me anything about Tiger Woods. I already know.
Wait, I want to know.
You know that Gatorade? No, the Gatorade, the slug line. I can't get off this. It's amazing. I mean, the funniest part of it all is that his wife beat the crap out of him. Yeah, but
that's hilarious.
But, you know, the sports drink. If I lost a sports drink and their slug line was, is it in you? It's like they got to change it. What if they keep him to who isn't it in? I've heard them all. Okay.
Yeah, you have.
What?
Billy, I want to ask you. I want to go back into your past.
Okay.
Away from
that?
Tiger. You were the Red M&M back in 2002. How did you prepare for that role?
Let's see. It was an account, as they say in the business, and You know, I just realized I better shut up right now or I'll lose that. See, I don't have the freedom.
Well, aren't you?
But I already blew it.
Aren't you pissed off by when you see movie stars doing voiceovers? And because it's essentially like you don't go and do movie star roles, and they come and they take your.
I'm going to rub that in his face.
They take your work.
Yeah, and they're real good at it, too.
Yeah, they really are.
No, you know what it is? No, you know what it is? It's just I see the movie, and I think the movie is great, all the visuals and everything, and then I hear this flatline performance coming out of Johnny Nobody, you know, as far as the voice world goes. But, hey, you know what? There's a big difference between being a celebrity and being an artist, and I'd rather be an artist, as pretentious as that may sound right now.
And you are. I got to move on. Thank you, Billy. Always a pleasure having you on the show. I'm so glad we got to tackle everything about Futurama.
Thank you. Well, you know, I'm going to look forward to it. There's 26 episodes, and you're going to love it. It's funnier than it ever was.
Yeah. Well, you're funnier than you ever are. If that makes any sense.
Yeah?
I guess so.
Oh, did you like the tears? Did you like the tears?
Yeah, I like the tears.
Oh, I thought he was drooling.
I like the tears.
Out of his eye?
Wait.
All right, sir. I shall see you soon. Futurama's on weeknights at 1 a.m. Eastern on Comedy Central.
Bye, everybody.
Coming up next, voicemail.
There you go. The Hernandezes. You're automatically getting a price assurance check from Orbitz because another customer booked your hotel for a lower price.
Really?
Yep. You don't have to do a thing. How's he doing? I don't want to look.
Orbitz Hotel Price Assurance, where if another Orbitz customer books the same hotel for less, we'll send you a check for the difference automatically.
I looked at her and I was just, wow. She looked so young.
I told her I couldn't believe how smooth her face looks. She's lost, what, 10 years at least?
I look at her and it's like I'm looking at a picture of my wife from 20 years ago. It's incredible.
How are ordinary women across America looking years younger? They've discovered the proven breakthrough hydroxytone. It erases the appearance of wrinkles, tightens skin, and makes frown lines disappear from view. Request a risk-free trial today. The results are so impressive. Hydroxytone was given away in celebrity gift bags at international film festivals. Try hydroxytone risk-free and shed years from your appearance faster than you thought possible. But wait, there's more. If you call in the next 5 minutes, you'll also find out how to get a free balancing toner, a $40 value. For a limited time, try it before you buy it. But hurry, because when this offer's gone, it's gone. Go to smootherface.com or call 1-800-770-7559. That's 1-800-770-7559.
You better be willing to fight for this country.
It's the congressional campaign sweeping the Sunshine State.
It starts right here. It starts right now.
Inside his strategy to take back D.C.
Who stole the cookies from the cookie jar? I stole the cookie from the cookie jar. Who, you? Yes, me, and I lost 105 pounds. Who stole the cookies from the cookie jar?
I stole the cookies from the cookie jar. Yes, me. And I lost 115 pounds in 6 months.
If you want to lose up to 15 pounds a month, get Smart for Life cookies. Doctors developed Smart for Life cookies with extracts from natural ingredients like fruits, vegetables, wheat, and dairy. Smart cookie meals replace breakfast and lunch so you can save $1,200 a year on food.
Just pop a cookie. It'll save you a fortune over other plans. Eat cookies, lose weight. It's that simple.
Order now and get a free week of cookies plus free UPS delivery. Lose weight, save money. An average of $1,200 a year on food. Get smart. Call 1-800-209-1207. That's 1-800-209-1207.
Premiering this weekend on DirecTV Cinema.
This is your day of reckoning.
This may be his next target.
I've been waiting for this my whole life.
Get one shot.
Now! Either we're going down, or they are.
Fire everything! Do it!
Movies playing on channels 125 through 199.
Two champions, one night. Top Rank presents another dynamic simulcast doubleheader. Kelly Pavlik, unified world middleweight champion with devastating power.
To sleep with a right hand.
Pavlik defends his world middleweight title against Miguel Espino. Then live from Mexico, Humberto Soto, a lethal combination of speed and power. Soto takes on the explosive Jesus Chavez. Saturday, December 19th, live on DirecTV pay-per-view.
So what's cool, rad, and awesome all over? You, me, a bottle of wine, and no rules. But also Christmas penguins. These 5 siblings walk around an aquarium in Japan every day, greeting guests and spreading cheer. They'll do so every day until December 25th. After that, they'll make a nice meal for someone, probably in a soup of some kind. Oh, I kid. Well, it's time for Messages for Greg, so kick back, relax, and feast your eyes on animated optical illusions as we bathe your ears with warm, soapy words.
Hey, Greg, this is Randy down at Myrtle Beach, enjoying the show. I really enjoyed you wearing the glasses on Monday night. Tell you what, though, looked like you were going to a Buddy Holly reunion concert or something. I don't know. But then again, the glasses made you look more intelligent. About half as intelligent as Levy, but much more intelligent than Schultz. But then again, you can have a lobotomy, and that guy still can't touch you.
It's official. I have now decided I am boycotting Red Eye until Greg Gutfeld accepts my Facebook friend request. It has been way too long. All right.
Hey, Greg, it's Bill in Nashville. Saw your show from Monday night, Tuesday morning, and Elvis Costello called, and he wants his glasses back.
Jesus, Greg, where'd you get your eye prescriptions filled? Spencer's Gifts?
I want to know why Bill shaved. He was so mega hot, and now I'm done with him.
Hey, it's 11/11. Make a wish. I wish that all of Juliet Huddy's dreams come true.
Hi, Greg. Can you somehow get Andy Levy to marry me? I'm not Jewish, but I'll convert. Oh, yeah, and I'm a dog person.
Yeah, Greg, this is Bob in Las Vegas. You know, you are just a real shining star in TV these days. And Bill, he's rather not say if you don't mind. Do you have any books coming out? And when will they be available? And did you write any previous books? And are they still in publication?
Good question. Lessons from the Land of Pork Scratchings, my book on England. You can get that on Amazon.co.uk. And I wrote the scorecard and the scorecard for work back in the late 90s. Fantastic books, I might add. You can probably buy them for a penny on eBay. And I'm not exaggerating. They're at a penny now. All right. Keep calling me on my direct line, including people who hate Bill. 212-462-5050. We'll close things out with a post-game wrap-up from TV's very own Andy Levy. And to see clips of recent shows, go to foxnews.com/.
This year, I wanted to get the whole family gifts that were personal yet practical. Comfy yet fun. Something they'd never forget. Pajamas. And the easiest way to give the gift of pajamas is Pajamagram. They are the PJ experts. And they make it so easy. You go online or pick up the phone. And 5 minutes later, you say, that was so easy. And when they get their pajamas from Pajamagram, they'll be so happy.
Maybe we should call them pajamas. Hey, let's put them on.
So warm, so comfy, perfect for cuddling up with those you love the most. And with over 100 different styles, I got something different for everyone. And some that were just alike. The perfect way to start a new family tradition. Every Pajamagram comes in gift packaging they'll love, all free. Women's pajamas are delivered in a keepsake hat box with lavender bath confetti, a personalized gift card, and do not disturb sign. Free. Men's pajamas are delivered in a handsome travel case with a personalized gift card. Free. Kids' pajamas are delivered in an adorable puppy house with a soft and cuddly PJ puppy and personalized gift card. Free. They've also got great bath and body gifts for the whole family. Just call or order online at pajamagram.com. And don't forget, the world-famous Pajamagram pajamas are made from the finest materials. Everything from cozy flannel to luxurious silks. And each pair comes with a love it guarantee. If they don't absolutely love their pajamas, they can return or exchange them.
Come on, picture.
You can even personalize them with a name. Couldn't your holidays use a little more ah? Call or go to pajamagram.com today.
Is your computer running slowly? Does it take more than 3 seconds for your email to load? Are you frustrated with error messages, blue screens, computer freezes, and crashes? These are not only annoying, but can cause permanent damage to your computer. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, your computer and your privacy may be at risk, because these are usually the telltale signs of a virus, and it can only get worse until you act. Get a free diagnosis at mycleanpc.com.
My Clean PC is outstanding, and my computer is running faster than ever.
My Clean PC came through with flying colors.